today. From Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. Cincinnati Bengals versus Jordan Love and the Baltimore Ravens.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. To speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
The ball carrier.
The numbers a week ago from Melvin Gordon. 9 carries, 53 yards, and a touchdown.
And that's just not enough carries for a running back to get loose and really feel like he's into the game, because they have to have enough volume to establish a rhythm, not just for themselves, but also to get in sync with their offensive line so they can read the blocks properly and they can execute. I expect them to get a minimum of 15 carries in this game, and the optimum number would be 20 plus.
The 43-yard line.
Now Gordon on first down. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
The gain of 8 brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down now, it's Gordon. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 41-yard line. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Gordon. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Ball carrier.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
The pickup of 3 brings up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
By Montez Sweat.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
Their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Play action this time with Love. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A gain of
a good pickup there, 26 yards.
Baltimore.
Play fake. Here's Love. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
At the 28.
They run it here with Gordon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 48 Mike. They can't hang with us.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him.
How about that? Well, the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ravens 7, Bengals nothing.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Love, they go play action now. It's complete to Brown, right side. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
At the 7-yard
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
At the Bengals 2-yard line.
They'll run it with Jacobs, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 5th touchdown now on the year, and the Ravens will add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Bengals. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
1st down. Here's Burrow. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Brings up a third down.
And Burrow going to throw again. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Montez Sweat. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
49 yards.
So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Out of bounds at the 40.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And the ball comes out. Love lost it.
The pass. Fumble on the play. Recovered.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
16 yards. First down, Ravens.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And the Ravens.
And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
On second down, it's Jacobs. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown.
Josh Jacobs with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 20. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Caught left side by Funchess. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And this one complete right side to Funchess. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the...
There he goes, right side. 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. 82 yards as the Ravens push further out in front.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here now a look at Melvin Gordon. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit. Maybe featuring other people touching it for a while. And then you've got a chance to come back to it when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Burrow. And his throw here is incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
That'll be a pickup of 29 yards there. And it'll give them a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This will be caught inside the 10. And with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed. Indeed. Well, my education continues in this game. I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here, go for it, and expect for it to be successful, and it was. I mean, they're playing this one just like a video game.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight.
Set to kick off.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Now, this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 43 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Michael Pittman with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24-yard line. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offense. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bengals set to take over. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. All right, T, let's go. All right,
now Burrow to throw on second down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. He is proving his worth defensively, getting the sack here. That comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
48, Mike. Here we go. Hey, alert 48.
Burrow will throw. And he's going to go down again. Montez Sweat in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Man, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. He's going deep for this is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 53 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Tucker with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. You might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 29.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
He's taken down.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. This is Gordon as they go to him again.
Melvin
That
Gordon.
is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time. See if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And the Ravens.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now this throw caught left side, and he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Here's Jacobs. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Ravens 56, Bengals 9.
They'll run with Jacobs, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown.
Baltimore.
Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Ravens add on. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Check. 48's the mic. Bandit.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Slant pass to Boyd. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Burrow. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable 4th quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure.
After review of the play, the ruling on the
2nd and short now following the fumble. Burrow looking to pass. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Montez Sweat. It's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. The left side completion to Jones. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first.
6 yards.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
33 yards that time. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. On play action. Love to throw. Flush to his right. This is caught. It's Brown. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now.
Tucker now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score.
Justin
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. 23 yards, the final tally. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Tucker now to add the point after.
The extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Cincinnati set to take over once again. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it. Because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now it's Burrow. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Montez Sweat in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Third and goal. Burrow. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Looking out the late touchdown here, but still down big. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0.
For the extra point.
You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Extra point try good by Gano as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Takes it at the 7. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
And now here come the Ravens. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. Being chased out left. Smith catches left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Play action this time with Love. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Steps away to his left. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work real.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next? And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Taken down back at the 20-yard line.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Final score.
A big offensive explosion.